Yeah, once they get through spinning around, he finally goes in.
He ran up all slow as Look at him. He couldn't even try to look cool. No. He ran up. He started stepping up there.
You want to talk about significant contributions to cinema. One of the most unique is Uwe Boll, right there.
Just happy with himself.
Just what? Yeah. The man is a genius. And we know this because he said so himself.
You have to see me what I am. I'm the only genius in the whole fucking business. Goodbye.
There you go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, yeah. I'm the only fucking genius.
I'm
the only fucking genius in the whole business. So says I.
Yeah. Well, if you say it, it must be true.
Yes. And listen, there's some truth to that. I always say my definition of genius is that you don't think like anybody else out there. And I'm sure after watching a few of this man's films, he would agree that he does not think like anybody else out there at all. I would love to spend a day in that head right there.
Oh, man.
I'll be screaming to get out by the end. We really have this man to thank for how much we appreciate this current stage of video game movies that we have right now. There was a time when video game movies, you might as well have just said Uwe Boll. His name was synonymous with video game movies. He was just snatching up all the rights to video game films and making horrible movies out of them. And he was this man, listen, say what you will, but he was one of the sole reasons why video game movies could never get ahead.
I know. Single-handedly.
He held them coattails with one hand.
We've been dying to work with you. What project you got for me? Well, it's based on a video game. Out.
Yeah.
Just get out. Just don't even finish.
That man.
No, we're not validating your parking.
Yeah, man. That
You don't crab in a bucket with
that man had video game movies trapped in a room and he held the key. No one gets out alive. He's moved on to restaurants now where people say the food tastes much better than his movies.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have to.
But at the time it was frustrating, but now that he's moved on, we can actually look back and have a good time.
We can look back fondly on
these things and have a good time with what he did give us. Now that his reign of terror is over,
his blood reign of terror.
Yeah, there you go. I said what you did there, Martin. One of his most notorious films out there came from a video game, and like Martin said, it was a light gun game. It was really no plot. They gave you the lightest of premises. They said there are dead people. They're in that house over there. You got to go over there and shoot them, and that would be House of the Dead. Where that fool came out the first one. What the hell you think you going?
I got some.
Who's making all this goddamn noise out here? Oh.
Actually, that dude was probably a good guy.
Yeah, right.
Help me! Oh, fuck. But that was it. It was called a light gun rail game. When they mean by you're on rails, it's like being on a roller coaster ride. You have no choice of where you want to go. You're just on the ride, and as you're going along, you're just shooting zombies.
Yep. And people will play for hours.
Yeah, they would. A lot of people don't even know what to this day. A lot of people, the game had sort of a story, it had a villain and all this kind of stuff, but people never got that far. People still don't know what the story is.
Ran out of quarters.
Yeah. They moved on to something else. Now with this, again, very light, nothing there. And as Martin and I was saying, that's the flimsiest of premises out there to try to make a movie out of. Of course, I'm optimistic, and I'm always, encouraging of, in the right hands, with the right imagination, you can do anything, even with nothing. And then there are some people who do nothing with nothing.
Like I said,
You have a fucking seizure in this.
I know.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You don't. Do you have epilepsy?
No, I don't.
Okay, good, because if you couldn't
You about to get it?
you could not sit in this room. You might get it after watching this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, people. The premise with this, since there was none, you can't blame the man for coming in and embellishing, because there was really nothing there in the first place. And you know, it's not just the house this time. You can actually say that he added to the recipe here.
Sure.
It's not. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Matter of fact, I was just reading that it's supposed to be a prequel to the game.
Oh, really? Okay.
In that case.
I can see that. So being that he had certain liberties, this is a prequel, you know, there's not much there. You know, listen, in fact, you can say you get more for your money. This time, you're not just getting a house. You also got a rave that these kids are going to. And it's a rave on this island that people are told never to go to. The island of the dead.
Well, of course, that's going to get people out there.
Of course.
I mean, you know, it's like the new Fire Fest.
Yeah, exactly. Except Fire Fest is more dangerous.
Better food.
You wish you had zombies in Fire Fest. At least something be going on. And of course, at this rave, it lasts for about the same time as Fire Fest, for 5 hours.
Right.
It's the original Fire Fest. And people have disappeared. But you got these dumbasses who got lost, and they still looking for it. So they get there by the time the party's over. Or has the party just begun? Because now, instead of a rave of partygoers, they get a rave of zombies who are out to, well, what else do zombies do? They try to eat you. But fortunately, the person that has taken them there, he has come heavily armed, and they are prepared for anything that those zombies had to throw at them. But are we with this movie? Well, that's what we're going to get into right now. And let me tell you, man, this is this is known as one of Uwe Boll's worst video game adaptations,
which says a lot.
Yes, and he's made not one good film. So to say that this is one of the worst in the lot says a lot for it. It's almost an accomplishment in and of itself.
But it crosses the line of being so bad that it's good.
No, it does, and that's one of the things that people said. They said, if you're gonna make a bad movie, a terrible film, then let's make sure that it is so bad that it's entertaining, that it's good. We need to cross over with this. This movie does it, and it's almost something where, okay, let's just put it this way: when the movie opens up, in the first opening line, y'all, this movie lays out everything that you were about to get. Bad acting, bad dialogue, stupid story. It is all laid out in those first few words.
It was a nightmare. So many dead people. It all started a few days ago when I came here for a rave.
This man ain't even talking. He's acting terribly. This man look lost. He even look like
he looks like, who the fuck is saying that? He looks like
he's looking. What's that?
Even his thoughts can't act.
No, no. They would have been better off catching him when he didn't know the camera was on.
For real.
Because when they told him to think about his words, he looked lost as fuck.
Yep.
What? Who? What? When? Where? Why? This got terrible.
He ain't said a word.
You can't just sit right.
You
can't even just sit.
You ain't even asked to do anything. You're just sitting.
Just sit there.
You're just sitting down, and you can't even act sitting down. People, you have to be bad to sit to act bad while sitting. You can't even sit right.
Yeah, that's right.
He's looking like a character out of Uncharted or something.
Yeah, yeah, he does. You're right.
So, and it immediately makes no sense. None at all. So they show a clip of the video game with a terrible filter on it.
You must stop Kyrian. Something terrible will happen.
Kyrian? So listen, if you've never seen the game, you assume that Kyrian is the villain of the movie. Now, if you have seen the game, you might, and I stress might because you never even probably got that far, you might know that Kyrian is the main villain in the game.
Really?
Because that's Kyrian right here.
Yeah. Because at the very end, they make a big deal. What's your name, kid? It's Rudolph. Rudolph what? Kyrian. And it's almost like, uh-huh.
Yeah,
and
no.
I'm like, I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what this means. And you know what? They don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so in the game, it's a dude named Dr. Kyrian, evil mad scientist. Here, it's Rudy Kyrian.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Right.
Right after we meet Rudy, They set up this generically good-looking cast, and they set up all in one shot. They all just walk in together.
Yeah, all together. Yeah, it was a cheap ass shot,
That's
man.
everybody needs to see
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
there you go. There's everybody. There's
That's it.
this guy, that girl, this guy, and the
Yeah.
black chick.
They also in that one shot, they set up where they're going.
Well, maybe Joanna gave you the wrong info.
Now,
God, that is so bad.
and this is and it keeps getting worse because it's all that narration comes back in.
Oh.
The narration opened up bad, so it ain't nowhere but downhill from here. It just keeps getting worse because they keep explaining obvious shit.
It says here the boat doesn't leave until 5.
They missed the boat to the rave.
We
Oh,
no
really?
shit. We just saw that. You just told us that. And I tell you that rave they're talking about, they don't waste no time getting to that rave. And that rave looks like the worst rave ever. It looks like a little kid's birthday party. It does. Look at this shit.
Oh, Sega!
And you see it's contained right
Yeah,
there.
right. Yeah, because they couldn't get a lot of people, so they just
Every extra right there crammed in that one
I
spot.
believe if the camera pans over, there's a jumpy castle over here.
But a lot of them are going to have to wear zombie suits later on.
Oh yeah, but boy, because it looks like a little kid's birthday party because
in the park.
in the park, man. Because most of the people, they're not even dancing. They just bouncing around like they hopped up on birthday cake.
He's bouncing all weird like.
Yeah, that probably is a jumpy castle in there. Yeah. They got all these fools out here looking like 8-year-olds, but they saved the sexiness exactly for the Sega logo. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Hey, don't you want one?
Yeah, exactly. Don't you want a Sega?
Don't you want a Sega something?
Yeah, I want a Sega ass.
Yeah, look at she dance her ass
Yeah,
off.
she sure is.
Now you get a glimpse. This is what I was telling you about. And Martin knows. I don't know if you saw this. You know how crazy the editing is in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah, so at this rave, this early rave scene is where you get your first glimpse of how crazy this editing is. Fuck.
That's rave editing.
That's a seizure is what that is.
Yeah, God.
At the back of my head, something was nibbling away at my subconscious.
What does that even mean?
No.
What are you talking about?
Subconscious.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta stop this shit.
yeah,
Right.
Now we cut to from the young people to the quote unquote old dudes in the movie. And we have somebody here, you know who this is, someone who's made a career out of while his brother has been making Oscar-winning movies for years. This man's been making nothing but trash.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. and playing creeps in most of it.
They wrong for this. They went out their way to make him look extra stupid.
What you doing over there?
It's like,
Oh, hell no. They gonna put him in an old slicker.
Man,
Oh,
they just
with a hook.
yeah, they just mashing up. They just mashed up generic stereotypes of a guy on a boat. You know, because they got him in his damn fisherman's raincoat.
Yellow one, too.
Yeah,
They ain't a drop of rain out there.
no, exactly. It's just like that rain. Blue skies, ain't a cloud in the sky. They got to look like he's selling fish sticks and shit.
Yeah, he's a mascot.
Or salt.
Oh, so, yeah. And then this fool got a hook for a hand, and you can tell the hook is over his real hand.
Right,
He's
right.
grabbing, you can see
Yeah.
his thumb.
In fact, you can look at this. You can see his gloved hand, and you see his thumb right here.
Yeah, you sure can. You can see where he's holding that hook. I'll say this for Clint Howard. He seemed to be the only one who understood what a ridiculous piece of trash this was.
It really was.
And he just played into it.
Yeah, they just got him looking stupid for no reason. Like you say, he just played into it. Yeah,
You know what he look like.
got that guy out there in this raincoat, ain't a drop of rain out there. And it ain't enough to make him look stupid, so now they gotta give him an extra goofy voice.
Forget it. That means stop talking, start walking.
Why?
Why? Why?
Do you hear what he's saying there?
Forget it. That means stop talking, stop.
And by the way, the hook is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
The
I did.
hook is.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking God. I saw that too.
People, look at this. That damn hook is gone. Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah. I wonder if it fell off.
And then, so fuck it.
If it was I can't hold this, or it just fell and then just keep shooting.
Oh, he kept hitting this dude with it.
Yeah,
Man, you gotta put that shit down.
You about to hit him in
You
the
cut
face.
me. Yeah, not even, boy. That's some don't give a fuck filmmaking right there.
It really is.
This motherfucker had a cook clear as day, and now it's gone.
Why?
Come on. Yeah, why is the hook not there? That's probably why they told him he can't have it, because he's about to hit this dude in the face.
because he is all close.
Yeah, because look at it. He's about to hit him in his goddamn face right here. Look, his thumb is
That's that motherfucker's thumb, man.
Yeah, he like, hey, where your hook go?
Ain't that his thumb? He's like, yo, didn't I just, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm not even gonna go there. That's. I don't even want the explanation.
I'm the fucking genius.
Yes. Goodbye.
It's not enough to have a stupid voice and a stupid look. They also got to do him like this.
What? How much?
You just let him leave. You just fucking let him exit the scene. You gotta come all the way back around, walking
You got
off,
to circle back.
completely upstaging what's happening downstage, right?
Oh yeah,
Because you're not even listening to them.
He probably walked off, and they were like, "No,
Fuck it.
And it's still not enough. They try to make him funny, man. They try to give him jokes. But the thing is, the dialogue is so bad that, that's what's funny. When they try to be serious. When they try to be funny, that is when it's painful.
Isla del Norte. That's Spanish for death. Because you don't speak Mexican.
That's like, just stop, man. Just
You added it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We could have left that alone, right there. The movie's funny as it is without y'all actually trying to make jokes. Or it gets funny. Or it gets funny when someone. Now they did have one funny, jokey moment here, but it's only because someone got mad like we do. So someone reacted like we would.
Captain Kirk? Does it make him Mr. Spock?
Now look, goddamn.
Look, motherfucker, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, look.
You shut the fuck up, man.
I'll cut your little ass and nobody know anything about it. Captain Kirk is also a gun smuggler, and the feds, they know this. And the only reason why he is not caught by the feds yet is because they can't do anything to stop him.
Don't even think of leaving my harbor.
Because they don't try.
Right.
Look, he's eventually getting away.
I don't think you listen to me.
Yeah. Is this working? You try.
Stop. For real, stop. You better not keep. Oh fuck. Never
But
mind.
it's like this. Stop. Don't you even think about leaving my harbor. Or what?
Yeah. Now we meet the random ravers, who aren't main characters in the movie. They're mainly no names that are there just to get picked off, and they're gonna die because they party way too hard.
You're no fun.
Yeah, he's got one shoe on.
One pant leg on.
Yeah, one pant leg on.
Yeah.
So so he's so drunk he can't even pull up his pants. So he's got to go.
Yep.
Apparently he was killed by the editor right
I
there.
was gonna say, what the fuck was that?
That editor picks off a lot of
He
people.
sure does. He should.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah, the editor, boy. It's like the movie just didn't have no cover shots, no direction. So, this man, they didn't tell him to act scared, so he just edited around it. Or you can look at it, he's so drunk, he can't even react to his own death scene.
Yeah. Good old Tommy Bahama shirt on.
I mean, that's one way to kill him, I guess.
Yeah.
The ravers are really there, so we can start getting to those. You're nuts, baby. The titties right there. Yeah, man.
We all shut up.
Yeah, man. So
maybe he isn't so bad.
man, listen, and they find. Yeah, he knows he ain't got nothing. So
Just to get some titties. Yeah. Cut to the
If
TNA.
nothing else to get people into the theater, them titties will. and they find an excuse.
There's the whole first 20 minutes of this movie. I was like, are you going to be able to show any of this?
I know. Well, as long as I keep having the digitized filter on Final Cut, Nick had to do some extra work today. But
I bet he enjoyed it.
oh yeah, no. And that's one of the perks of the job right there.
Do it with one hand.
And they find an excuse to show titties in here. Lame ones. One dude threw up on his girlfriend.
Greg, you look like shit, man.
So that she'll have an excuse to take that top off and wash it while showing them titties right there, which we can't show you, of course, but hey, go watch the movie for yourself. They're pretty nice. Also, I like the way they want to show titties so bad, they don't even care if somebody walk in and see them.
No.
Right.
The creepiest guy in the movie, the one with the... Oh, and look at this, people. He don't even have a glove on this time. Look at this. He came in ready to grab the titty. The hand, like the glove is gone, the hook is gone.
He's like, I wanted to grab the titty so bad my hand grew back.
Exactly.
And like, normally she'd be like, oh my God, like, what are you doing?
No,
She's just like, what's up?
No.
They don't care. They're ravers.
Yeah, they're ravers, and plus, she can't be shocked because then she'll have to cover him up. And
Right.
Then what would be left for us?
That's just gonna leave.
That's not the bold way.
You get a real good peek there, Perf?
Yeah, it would be a peak. Shit, you gifted him the shit.
I know,
right
yeah.
there.
He's all like, you get a good look. I'm like, yeah.
Because you putting them in my face right now. So those titties, they actually have more personality than most of the characters.
Oh, good Lord. they make you want the people to die.
No, they do. They do. Or at least not care when they die. So they start getting to the characters and telling you about the characters. And like I said, the titties got more personality than any of the characters in the movie. Like these people just might as well they might as well have cast the damn crickets in here or something, man. These people have so little personality. And the movie don't even try to hide it. Like the movie don't care.
No.
Like they listen, they either there to show titties or die, or in this case, do both, as they do a lot in this movie. They start out with the brothers. I'm not the brothers, the two generic white dudes here, Greg and Simon. They start out immediately telling you, hey, there ain't nothing here for you.
A good guy. You got the looks, but not much between those ears.
And they really do live up to that description right there, especially for Simon, because Simon is he's described later as a model.
He just so happens to be the biggest underwear model in America, if you must know.
He's the biggest underwear model in America. But
Bullshit.
But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No, because the thing is, if that's true, he is strictly getting by on looks, because he ain't got no personality, and with no personality, you got no game. And you end up doing dumb shit like this.
Yeah, play for a little while, shall we, ladies?
That's a stupid accent.
I don't know.
Oh, man, he's like that. This don't happen when I'm back home.
I don't know.
What, is he from England?
No, he's just married. He's randomly trying
just
out.
doing a voice.
Yeah, he's just randomly doing a voice,
I was
trying to
gonna say.
have some game.
Whoa, that was a terrible accent.
And the girls, they don't even really talk about their personalities. They just bring up some weird character trait that they have that doesn't seem to have anything to do with anything.
We broke up a few weeks ago so I could study and she could fence. She loves it. I don't see what it's good for.
Why are we talking about fencing? What does that have to do with anything?
I'm assuming she's on the middle.
Does it?
Yeah, or does it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't suppose that's going to come back later in the
No,
story.
man, you overthinking this, Lauren. Stop.
The other one's a gymnast. The other one's a crack shot. I'm not sure why they do that kind of shit. Oh well.
But boy, when they said Rudy was goofy, my man might be monologuing a lot, narrating a lot. He might be saying a lot of shit that just doesn't make sense, but he wasn't lying when he said that.
I said so.
Oh my God. She's all like, never mind.
Man, he is so cringe that you wonder how he even got a girl.
Humpty bumpty.
Come on,
Humpty bumpty.
Oh,
Like, this is making me cringe.
Ibbity bibbity. He's like the damn. He sounds like the damn Liberty Mutual guy. We're gonna do the Ibbity Mutual. And since sex is involved, they gotta die.
Right.
That's it's horror
about to-
movies. But so my man. Yeah. So he has to. Of course, the thing is that let me see here.
That motherfucker's mouth wasn't moving at all.
No.
I'm sorry. That felt quiet. I'm sorry. I know what doesn't did.
Yeah, but like I said, since sex is involved, they gotta do a couple of things. First of all, they gotta get separated.
I just gotta go and take a pisses off.
Now that means that
he's hard.
So that means that he's gotta leave her behind, and of course we know what happens when people get separated in horror movies. Editor got another one.
Yeah, got another one.
Editor got another one.
Yeah, the zombies are just there for a distraction, so the editor can get you.
He stabbed her with the knife he used to cut this movie. Like right in the ass right now.
He's out there going,
Yeah, somebody said she got edited.
She did, though. You said stabbed her right in the ass.
Stabbed her right in the ass, boy.
Off screen.
Now,
Jesus.
here's the thing with these, in other horror movies, though, even in slasher movies, before you die, at least you get to hit it one time.
Yeah.
Or you're at least in the process of doing it. Here,
They ain't waiting.
no, they ain't waiting at all. No, you get nothing. Like, shut your ass
Yeah, I
up.
know.
We weren't even going to kill you. But goddamn.
Yeah.
We will leave you alone. Shit.
Shut her up.
It's funny because they had one couple. One couple did get close. Oh, cock blocking zombie.
Yeah. What you think you doing? What you think you about to do? You ain't going to do shit.
Yeah, if I ain't getting none, nobody.
You ain't getting nothing.
Boy, my man was waiting in the bushes just for this to start.
Here I come. Oh, you think you better get some ass, huh?
And Clint Howard, he just wandering around.
With his hat?
Did you read the movie? He just
Yeah.
for some reason just wandered
Just wander
around.
After being the biggest proponent of don't go there, I ain't going there. We're gonna die if we go there. Well, now that we're here, I might as well look around. So.
We still wandering around?
Yeah, he just started wandering around the woods for no reason. So he got his ass got it. He's the time like, you ain't gonna fuck nobody anyway. So,
I'm doing you a favor.
Was that the case? He was just wandering around.
Yeah, because we thought him and the captain were just on the ship waiting.
So we finally get to the house. We finally get to see it. Some old Halloween store looking shit.
I know,
Howdy.
boy. Oh,
That's,
cardboard
that's,
ass.
that's like Universal Studios Halloween night.
Man, don't it so universal like that? So we meet more ravers in the house, some that got away, because they tell them that at the rave that we saw earlier, they were savagely attacked by zombies that took people away. And I think, they're hinting that the ones that got taken away, they got turned into zombies. And they know this because they got proof of the attack when it happened. And that attack comes complete with titties! Of course.
He's like, people about to check out. Show some more titties.
Yeah.
They leave the theater.
And yet, somehow, everything that's already in a cheap-looking movie starts to look even cheaper as it goes on. But they did one effect shot in here where there's a zombie attack that happens and your boy Rudy falls. It's a convenient thing that Rudy was wearing a glove because it would have been real expensive to show like an actual hand go to that nail right there. The zombie makeup, some of it, I'll give it this. Some of it is excusable if you want to say that, all right, you're a fresh zombie. And even then, it still looks cheap. They just, look at this.
They did nothing to her.
They just put paint on her.
Yeah.
I thought she was cool.
And some
for a
contacts,
second.
that's it.
I thought she was okay for a second. I thought she was like, help.
They just
I thought
smeared,
that's what she was doing.
smeared paint on her.
That's how cheap that is.
Not fake blood, paint. Mm-hmm. Some others, man, most of the zombie effects in here, they look like members of Slipknot or something. They just slip over masks. So they do this flashback kind of explaining what's, early on what might be going on here, talking about this legend. Yeah, the flashbacks, boy. Legend of this padre who cursed the island because of his experiments. And so for them doing a flashback back in the, in the 17th century, just take some stock footage, put some sepia tone over it, and use this made-up villain they have here.
Banished from Spain hundreds of years ago.
So what they did was they put that stock footage up there, cut to this man right here in an old, Victorian age shirt, and then they just put him up against a wall and to add more authenticity to it, they had one dude come in looking like Captain Crunch right there.
Oh, God. Oh, no, it didn't.
Man, that's the crunch captain right there,
Oh my
boy.
God! You want some
Man,
cereal?
Captain Crunch would be like, how dare you?
Your experiments are not of God.
So you talking about? Yeah, he did experiments that are not of this unholy experiments, not of this earth right here. Mal, come here. I take it back.
What the fuck you think I was gonna do,
Talk
man?
that shit to me.
You down here by yourself.
Come in here without bringing a bowl of cereal.
I know, for real.
Where the milk at, bitch?
How would bowls at? It better be crunchy too.
You've been holding out on us. So after failing, you saw this, after failing to capture Captain Kirk, leaving him on the pier just to slowly drift away, guess who tracks this man to the island of death? The girl at the pier, the woman at the pier who was yelling for him to come back. So she couldn't get him at the pier. She couldn't stop him there, but she can track his ass all the way to the island of death.
After she found the gun.
After she found a gun.
She had the firearm.
Yeah.
She didn't have one before. All she was that megaphone.
That megaphone.
This ain't gonna work. Maybe I'll try this.
Yeah.
So she got there, y'all. Somehow she got there. So after she gets there, unless I'm missing something, she asked the dumbest question.
What I do know is that I've got to get you all off this island. How did you get here?
How did you get here?
How did you get
Look at it. Even Rudy's like, oh my God. Look, I'm not the smartest person in this movie, but fuck.
And so you don't know what's happening. Are you aware that you just shot somebody? Do you know why you shot her? I mean, I know why you shot. I know why she shouldn't be shot. Do you, or you just didn't like her?
And the whole time they keep cutting back and forth to some damn perv in the woods in a hoodie who keeps peeking from the bushes. And the funny thing is, you can tell that they keep, like, it's probably a long shot, but they had this man just stand behind the same limb and for a long time, and they just took different cuts because he'll show up at one point. Fuck her. And then he'll, like, 10 minutes later, he's back again. While everybody's in a different location, somehow he's in the same location, hiding behind the same limb. And there he comes back in, the same limb right there. So, it's like we talked about with Gotti. It's one long shot, and they just keep taking pieces from it.
This movie is not shy about reusing footage. It'll show you something, cut away, and come back with the same thing again.
Sure
You're
would.
like, I saw that earlier. I remember it.
No, you didn't.
But we know story don't matter in this, and you'll soon see why. Because all the money went into this one thing here. They were only interested in doing one thing. Shooting and blowing up a bunch of shit in here. Because that's what the game did.
Yeah.
This is the truest part of the movie right here.
That's true. I mean, they were obligated to do it.
And by the way, that crate is like a video game because it's almost a magic box of infinite weapons and ammo. They just keep picking shit out of there.
That's the cheapest thing they used to do in the early 90s and 80s. Yeah. I got a big old box of ammo. Now everybody grab a gun.
This is the part of the movie where it's just like the video game.
Oh, hey, man!
Hey. Well, he thought he was doing something.
I got some your ass.
And it's funny because
we got string they had him on because he went
that string,
back.
It's almost like there was a tripwire there.
Like somebody on the other end was like, no.
They actually put the video game in the movie.
Oh my God, dude!
They don't do it once, Billy. Like a lot of times when they want to change the scene.
Transitions.
The transitions are just a quick scene from the video game. The editor just threw it in there.
And we're using the word transition nicely, because a lot of times they just say fuck it and just throw it in there. It just pops up for no reason.
Yeah, it's like it's all through the movie where they're just kind of reminding you, like just remind you.
Yes. Hey, this is based on the game. Like seriously, there are times when they just throw it in there out of nowhere.
Damn,
That just cut from
what did that have to do
with
with anything?
Nothing. The moment I've been waiting to tell you about. The craziest part of this whole thing. Your man Uwe Boll. He just saw The Matrix.
Oh yeah, oh boy.
Loved the bullet time effect. Like he just discovered it. And now him and the editor, they just go crazy with it. When I say they go crazy with it, everybody, I mean everybody, everything gets a bullet time effect.
Several.
You get a bullet time effect.
Looking stupid as hell, by the way.
Yeah, bullet time effect.
It's like you're choosing your character at the
Exactly.
Right, yeah, this looks like,
Yeah, exactly.
Good hell.
Bullet time effect. Bullet time effect.
Jesus.
Bullet time effect. Bullet time effect. Bullets. Get a bullet time effect.
Jesus. God damn.
That's, man, look, there's so much bullet time effect that some people, they actually get bored with it. Even in death. You get a bullet time. You get bullet time effect. Like, that has nothing to do with anything. Throwing props from off screen.
Right, yeah. Vicky, just throw us anywhere.
And it's, listen, in their own way, they are trying to be accurate to the game by even sticking to some characters they have in there. You know, like you got the preachers that crawl in their stomachs there.
Yeah,
of course, they couldn't make them look as cool as that.
Right, but they also had to cut to that to show you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We did it. Fuck you.
And then the editor comes in and pushes Uwe Boll out the way. Like, me. No, what? Me. Let me show what I gotta do. Me. My turn.
Let me get up in there.
And for a minute, he just takes over and he loses his shit. There's a moment here where Rudy, who, as you said, has been watching all his friends die.
Without doing a goddamn thing.
Rudy sees his lady, her name is Liberty, his lady Liberty in trouble. That fool got all that gear on.
And just standing there.
And just standing there. Oh, no, he's not just standing there. And she's like, motherfucker, help me. Do something.
She's like, really?
And instead of helping, the editor goes into his brain, Rudy's mind, and has an editing epileptic seizure.
He's like, let me go back and see what all the things I've shot.
I like Mario just collapsed. Mario had to lean back. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, right.
This keeps going.
It keeps going.
Oh, my
Because at
God,
first I thought it was
dude.
going to be a thing where it's like he's seen too much death and he's traumatized. But I was like, all right, now I'm traumatized because it won't stop.
God damn! You motherfuckers, man.
This
For
fool
real.
retreated to a rave in his head. He's like, damn, that's a great part.
Hey, that's what he went out there for.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going to get my rave.
One way or another. If I got to go into my goddamn head.
Meanwhile, they're tearing a limb from limb.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this is a pile of just Asian girl down there.
And did you notice how the Asian girl is the one who's doing kung fu? She ain't shooting nobody.
That's true. She had a bullet time kung fu scene.
Yeah, but everybody else is shooting and she's high kicking and you know, karate chopping every zombie.
Somebody made a joke who said, you know, she's not so red, white, and blue, something like that in the movie. They did. I forgot what it was, but yeah, they made a joke of that, and I was like, shut up.
I was like, man, you were just fucking that girl before we got here. Now you're just watching her get torn apart.
Yeah. They saying, shit, man, we almost out of time. So the movie just starts killing people off. They just, they just start taking people out, and it's funny because they gotta move quick. So people just start killing themselves, you know, and you know, and that you know, I'm gonna go out a hero. I'm gonna sacrifice myself for everybody, but
not Rudy though.
No, hell no, not Rudy. Rudy's I ain't sacrificing.
He's like on the count of 3.
Shit, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna retreat to the goddamn rave in my mind. But these heroic suicides, sacrifices, they are not well thought out at all.
Not at all.
No. So man, go ahead, please. Heroically blow yourself up.
See you on Hell, boys.
But not at the door.
Right, the door we've been barricading this whole time.
Well, you letting all that cool air out. You ain't letting all these zombies in there and
He
everything.
just blow our shit up.
Yeah, he just blew the door.
I love it though. He's got the dynamite. See you in hell, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He's got the cigar and the dynamite. I'm surprised they didn't accidentally smoke the dynamite.
Yeah. That shit backfired completely. Your boy dumbass Greg over here, even he's dumb. He's heroically sacrificing himself. Go ahead, blow the whole house up. There's zombies in there. Demolish it. house. But yeah, they're like, man, let us leave the house.
Wait, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, shit.
Get your boy.
Yeah. God damn, none of these people plan these heroic deaths out, these heroic sacrifices. God damn, blow the house up and let us leave.
I was jumping out. You could have walked out of here, man. God damn.
So finally, in the climax, it's revealed that the hoodie dude,
Forgot about that.
Yeah, the wandering hood.
One that brings his twig.
One that been the fucking bushes jacking off at everybody, watching everybody.
Jacking off, even doing the whole movie.
Yeah, it's revealed that he's the villain from the Flashbacks, the Padre, and he's tricked everyone because he's wearing Greg's face.
That's not Greg! Get away!
Yes, it was me the whole time.
We don't have the same bone structure. I don't
know
how you
right.
Pull the face off. So this is where we get probably one of the dumbest. This is the dumbest conversation for me. The dumbest conversation, hands down, in the movie.
You created it all so you could be immortal. Why? To live forever.
So you created just these things to be immortal. Why?
Why? Yeah.
To live forever.
Well, he answered the question already. Yeah. Why? To be immortal. Like, that sums it up. To live forever. It's almost like, how do I explain this to you?
Just
Oh, okay. I didn't know what immortal meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know exactly. You can't afford all this money to be rich, huh?
Okay, now you say it. I get it.
Yeah, I just heard that. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's like, what, motherfucker? Take your face too.
To live forever?
Yeah, but why?
Why would you?
Yeah, but why?
Why do you?
Oh my God.
Why do you want to eat? Because I'm hungry.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Obvious. All right.
Why though? No, I had to laugh at that.
So again, they try to do something where they want to crowbar something into the movie that's from the game, a reference. So they got these fish tanks, and inside these tanks, I think they got these these fish zombie worms or whatever that are in there. And it is a reference to the game. And I was like, all right, that's kind of cool, that they put that in there. But then somebody has to come in and even ruin that by doing something stupid. What does this dumbass come in and do?
Coming out!
What the fuck would you do that for? Wait, they weren't even doing nothing. Oh, man.
Get your ass.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, bitch. Yeah.
I like how he walks with purpose too.
My man was sitting up there just taking a siesta the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I came in bullshit.
You stupid bitch. Have you ever seen Scooby-Doo? What the fuck are you doing?
They do manage to escape the house or the shack or the outhouse or whatever, because let me see here. Oh yeah, the villain, Alicia comes in and she stabs the villain. Except not really. If y'all look at that last shot, right? Look at
right behind his arm.
Yeah, look at this. Look at
That
this.
is straight community theater stabbing.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Wow.
You got trying to put that sound effect on there. We saw that shit.
I'm surprised they didn't have a red handkerchief.
Yeah, I know, for real. You ain't lying.
Owie. And when she stabs his ass, you're like, I better get the fuck out of here because they know he's gonna be back. And then more grenades. So they just throw some grenades down there. They pulled out their ass.
Oh, don't you love how it was 2 in.the morning, 3 minutes ago?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
broad daylight.
Yeah.
Broad daylight.
Not
now.
even
12:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, to show you.
Yep. Slow motion of them titty go over there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the villain escapes because we still have to have a fight between him and Alicia because.
Fucker!
Well, you see her. You see, yeah. Well, you see her using those skills that we had mentioned earlier.
We broke up a few weeks ago so I could study and she could fence. She loves it. I don't see what it's good for.
Oh, so
I
good.
don't see what it's
Well,
good
I
for.
bet you do now. I love that laugh at the end.
Although she's not really fencing.
Fucker!
No, that's not the sword you use
No.
for fencing.
Not even that. She's using 2 hands too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alicia gets stabbed, so offensive
Good.
skills weren't that good.
Yeah.
But Rudy comes in. Finally, he does something.
Oh.
He comes in to deliver the final blow. Oh, and some more bullet time too. Before he goes in and completely
want to hit this motherfucker.
Yeah, once they get through spinning around, he finally goes in. I'm surprised, like, and she ain't even stabbed, she just dizzy.
God
God
damn.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna throw up.
He ran up all slow as shit. Look at this motherfucker. He couldn't even try to look cool. He ran up. He started stepping up there.
And then we get more crazy editing right there.
Yeah. That is like, it's my time to shine.
Broke ass Andrew Garfield.
So he's the head is off. You would think kill the head, kill the man, but that's not the case here. That body's still spry. Come here, bring him in. Choking his ass, he put his shoulders in.
He put his shirt like, where the fuck you think you go?
Rudy, you don't get to be the hero here.
He pulled like a little kid. Yeah. Your ass back over here, motherfucker. Where you think you go?
Oh, shit.
Chop my head off. I got something for you. He's like, God damn.
Rudy like harder, man, harder.
Oh, yeah. That's how I like it.
Yeah, my dick is a harder. Of course, he had his hero's moment, but he messed it up. So your girl got to come in and save the day. I love my man tongue sticking out. Actually, that was a pretty cool effect right there. That was sponge foam rubber head.
Yeah, I know.
It's like she stepped on the mask.
Well, shit, this might as well be a mask, an old rubber ass mask. So my man had a chance to. I'm talking about the character of Rudy and Uwe Boll. Had a chance to get out this movie for what this movie is, a cool line.
She okay? She look okay?
I mean, he could have had a nice Bruce Willis moment where he's walking away, screen goes to black, Kurt Russell Escape from New York moment there.
Yeah.
But he couldn't help himself.
It was a nightmare.
Narration, he just had to put one last one in.
He had the last word.
So many victims and people that were my friends.
Again, shit that is obvious.
Then we go
we
home.
know, we saw all that, and then we know we go home.
Yeah, I know. Flying over the ocean.
Well, those two agents who were supposed to be rescuing them couldn't look less concerned.
Oh, yeah. But this is funny. Is she okay? She look okay? Oh, shit. I guess it's just me.
They don't care at all. Those agents, you're right. Look at them. They're like, yeah, whatever. Well, we gonna give you a ride, but get your fuck ass on.
Like,
you want to talk shit?
We're here to rescue you.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean you should be doing something?
Not really.
I mean, you look like you got this.
There you go, y'all. Another Uwe Boll classic right there.
Hey, kid, what's your name? Rudy.
Rudy.
Curian.
Don't forget it.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Don't forget it.
Oh, yeah.
Really? You get that bitch ass name?
Not Rudolph. Actually,
It
does
was
say his
Rudolph.
name Rudolph in the
Yeah.
movie.
Rudolph. Curian.
But there y'all go, people. That is that. Scat.